tayong paandar tonight and it's going to happen in a few minutes. Pero minabuti ko na gawin ng mas maaga kasi mamaya magkaroon na naman ng glitch yung system at maantala na naman ang ating broadcast. All right? So, for those who are joining us right now, my name is Quaran Chef K. Umikairan and welcome sa ating unang episode ng bagong paandar dito sa Tribo. At ang pangalan ng ating paandar ay Pinoy Quaran Chef Spotlight. Okay? So, today we are going to be joined by isang natatanging Quaran chef, no? And nga pala, ano bang ginagawa natin dito sa sa spotlight na to? Parang we are giving recognition or yes, we are giving recognition and also parang gusto pa natin kilalanin kung sino ba yung mga members dito sa loob ng ating ang ating tribo, no? And gusto nating ma-recognize yung yung mga natatanging mga Quaran chefs dito sa loob ng tribo natin. And ano nga ba yung Quaran chef? Kung kayo po ay bago sa sa tribo natin, hello. Those who are joining us, thank you so much, Janet. Quaran Chef Janet, thank you so much for joining our live tonight. So yun nga, ano nga ba yung mga Quaran chef or Pinoy Quarantine Master Chef? Yan. Kung bago po kayo dito sa tribo natin, just to give you an idea, ang isang Pinoy Quarantine Master Chef ay yung mga mga feeling chef. Alam mo yan, yung mga mahilig lang magluto, mahilig lang magbuting-ting sa kusina, pero hindi naman talaga marunong or hindi naman talaga certified na mga chef. Nag-e-enjoy lang na magluto at natutuwa pag may nagagawa sila sa kusina. Okay, so at yan yung mga taong parang nadiskubre ang kanilang talent nung kasagsagan ng quarantine period, okay? Or kasagsagan ng quarantine lockdowns last year. Ang Pinoy Quarantine Master Chefs ay nagsimula nung May 1, 2020. And nasa pa ako noon nasa kama pa ako noon. Parang nai-enjoy ko lang kasi yung magluto, tapos nagpo-post ako. Tapos napansin ko na ang dami din na mga kaibigan ko na hindi ko akalain na marunong pala magluto. Yan. At at nagpo-post din sila ng mga paandar nila sa kusina. So sabi ko, magsama-sama kaya kami lahat. Alright? So, I formed this group last year. And maraming salamat sa mga sumusuporta. Ayan na ang Quaran Chef ng Nagoya, Ate Hilda Ogawa. Yes, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Excuse me. Alright. So, sandali lang. Excuse me, inom lang ako. Alright, so anyway, yan, since meron na po kayong idea kung ano yung ano ang ating tribo at ano ang pagiging isang Pinoy Quarantine Master Chef. Excuse me. Gusto naman natin i-recognize yung mga members na nandito, okay? Kasi this is like a newfound talent. You know, or it's something na pwedeng, it's like a career change for some. And speaking of career change, ang special guest natin tonight ay isang former flight attendant. Okay, she was really doing well, as a flight attendant. Pero dahil sa change sa ating mga circumstances because of the pandemic, she has decided to venture into something that she actually loved. And na-discover niya when she had more time during the lockdowns, during the quarantine period ng pandemic. Hello Vinny. Yes, cheers Vinny. Welcome to our live tonight. Yeah, I believe na kilala mo ang ating guest for tonight. So maybe next time, Vinny, you're next. Yes, so anyway, yan, as I said, no, yung guest natin tonight, has been a member of the Quarantine Master Chef since last year. Hi, Leonard. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, so I won't get ahead of her now. Okay, hindi na ako, and I won't tell her story. I let her tell you her story na lang. And what's exciting is that nare-recognize yung mga works niya, or yung meron siyang recent entry sa isang known, I think, magazine. It's a cooking magazine, and talaga namang nakaka-proud that she actually she's a member of the Pinoy Quarantine Master Chefs, and she has done us very, very proud. Okay, so hindi ko na patatagalin. I will try to bring her in kasi alam nyo, with this technology thing, nagkakaroon pa rin ng mga glitches every now and then. Okay, so I'm hoping that we are able to bring our guest in. I invited her already, but nawala yung invite. Diba? Sandali Okay. Alright. So, Sandy, yan, our guest, our special guest tonight is Sandy. Sandy Justiniano, Quarant Chef, Pinoy Quarant Chef, Sandy Justiniano. Sandy, are you here? Are you in the live na? Nanonood ka na ba ngayon? If you are, can you kasi it says here, I can bring you to the camera. Pwede kitang i-invite. For some reason, hindi na kita ma-invite ngayon Sorry. Yeah, there's a glitch. Yeah. Ito yung kinatatakutan natin. ito yung nangyari nung isang araw Okay, you're there. Okay, there. I can see you. It says Sandy Justiniano is watching. However, I can't bring you on screen. Why is that kaya? There. Okay, I'm gonna add you. Okay. There. I'm adding you now. Okay, so just wait. Yeah. Hi, Kai. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We are recognizing some of our Pinoy Quarantine Master Chefs. And guys, Miss Kai Cortez is watching us tonight and joining us tonight. Yes. Hello, Sandy.
Hello, good evening, Japan
Yes,
and Manila.
hello. Good evening to you. Thank you so much na napapunlakan mo kami sa for this live paandar. Yan. So, I was just actually giving our viewers an idea who are and who you actually were before you decided to change career paths, no? So, but I said, I won't get ahead of our guest for tonight. Hayaan kong si Sandy ang magsabi sa atin kung ano ang kanyang background, and tell us more about your journey from, tawag dito, from what had happened last year until now. So, by the way, guys, para relax lang tayo. Relax ka lang, Sandy, Relax ka lang, Alright, relax lang tayo. Alright, so, actually, guys, si Sandy actually and I go way back, high school days. Di ba?
Very much so.
Yeah.
Si Ate Keo is my my protector sa mga bullies.
Wow!
So magraran ako kay Ate Keo pag napipikon na ako.
Yun talaga yung naalala mo sa akin,
Yeah, but because I know Ate Keo and the family that she came from, so I know Spencer. Spencer is a good classmate of mine way back in high school. Na very, very helpful then. That's what I can remember with Spencer, especially when it comes to math.
Yeah.
So Spencer is there to help me palagi.
Yeah.
Hi, Vinny! And you know Vinny,
Yes,
math is our
Vinny is here,
weakness.
and yes, Mia is here as well. Mia Manoloto, yes, IJA represent. Alright, if anybody is wondering kung ano, kung at sa kami nag-high school, kami po ay nag-high school sa Infant Jesus Academy sa Marikina. So kung kayo po ay mga taga IJA, yeah, represent. Okay, so Sandy and I actually came from Infant Jesus Academy. Yeah, so yun yung high school namin before. Okay, so syempre, ano, yan yung background namin, Sandy, when we go back like high school. Now, I understand that you were or you are a former flight attendant, right? Can you tell us more about
Yeah.
that and how was that shift? How did that shift? Go ahead.
Um, I've been flying for the last 12 years, not until COVID came into our lives, charot. So,
Yeah.
so actually, I've been longing to leave the company for the longest time. But hindi, I cannot just leave just like that kasi kailangan permanent yung, kailangan talaga planado kung ano yung next step mo. I really have to calculate my steps talaga. Kasi we had a comfortable life and I also had, it's also very, I was already in my comfort zone for the last 12 years. Alam mo yun, lilipad ka lang, serve passengers, and then you get to see the city,
Yeah, pa-travel-travel
bring
eh.
some,
Kikita kayo mga pictures
yeah,
nyo eh.
kain sa labas, bring some
Sarap!
stuff back home. So it was really comfortable. Tapos I had the chance to bring my kids to different places. So that's been one of our luho, is to travel. So I don't really buy so much toys for my kids, but kailangan every year we have to go somewhere. Eh. So yun, it was really comfortable. But um, throw back to, let's say, the last 2 years, for the longest time, I was looking for a job in Canada, which I successfully got 2 job offers actually. Pero siguro it's not really meant for me kasi the first company that I got a job offer in the middle of, fixing all those papers, the last 2 years, I was, for the longest time, I was looking for a job in Canada, which I successfully got 2 job offers actually. Pero siguro it's not really meant for me kasi the first company that I got a job offer in the middle of, fixing all those papers, the company declared work from home, so they don't need people anymore outside the Canada because why would they need people outside pa if they declared work from home? And then I didn't stop from there. So I said, okay, nag-fail yung first. So I have to do something. So during layovers, ang dala ko laptop. Then I have my own food in the hotel. Pagdating ko ng hotel room ko, I have to send CV, I have to send my cover letter to so many employers. So I had another job offer. Tapos then came COVID. So I really don't know what's gonna happen with the job offers and all that. So I was just hanging to the airline because we have so many benefits, including our plane tickets. So my plan was get a job offer somewhere and then use those tickets to save us money as well. And then last year, my husband, unfortunately, was one of those first people who got kicked out from our airline. He's working in customer service in the airport. So, ako kasi very positive ako. So, nung nawalan siya ng trabaho, sabi ko, hindi, may ibibigay. Ganyan talaga, sabi ko, hindi, huwag kang malungkot kasi excited ako, feeling ko may ibibigay sa atin si Lord, kaya niya ginawa yan sa'yo. And then, I was just waiting for my term to be kicked out. Pero nag-iisip na ako for the longest time. So, I think at least 2 or 3 of my friends got kicked out. Sabi ko, ayoko na, nawala na yung mga friends ko. So, talagang right away, I signed my resignation. Kasi I don't think there's a better way to leave the airline. Kasi, look at me, I've been flying for the last 12 years. Parang, hindi ka na alis eh. Kasi the people that you've worked with, they're like your family already. The people I work with, may mga problema din sa flight, may mga commotion din. Sometimes may clashes. But the end of the day, you're still family. Eh. You get to fly with them the next day. Parang walang nangyari. So, ganun. Me and my sister loves to cook.
Mm.
You can see that
I
in
could
our
see your
posts. I
posts
only
eh.
post,
Kahit nung nasa airlines ka pa, I would see
yeah,
you dabble inside the kitchen, and your creations are amazing. I mean, I think you were dabbling with cakes before,
yeah.
cupcakes. Galing. Actually, sabi ko, chef ba to? Ano bang ginagawa nito? Alam ko, flight attendant to eh. 'Di ba? Pero yeah,
Kasi
ang galing ng creations mo.
I remember kasi, I knew from then na being a flight attendant is not forever. So, parang I develop a guilt whenever I'm home. Kasi I came back from flight, tapos I'm just lying on the bed the whole day. So I said, they have to feel that I'm there at home.
Mm.
So I've used that time to bake. Actually, my first love is baking.
Mm.
It's not really cooking. The cooking just followed after. I only learned how to cook when I got married already. But actually, I'm very lazy growing up. So Dimple was able to pick up all those lessons from mama. Tapos, kumbaga, si Dimple talaga yung mas maano sa amin
Yung
pagdating sa
kapatid mo,
cooking.
si Dimple.
Oh, yeah. She's very good in cooking,
Yeah.
especially her taste buds. Kasi nung bata kami talaga laman ng kusina yun eh. Talaga laman siya ng kusina.
Uh-huh.
Tapos, but, she had
Nandito
more
nandito
knowledge
ba sa
with...
tribo si Dimple?
Wala. Napag siya ang guest mo,
Wala
hindi
siya
ako.
dito. Sabi mo sa kanya, supportahan kanya at panoorin ka ngayon. Siya yung susunod.
Oo, siya
Siya
susunod.
susunod. Sige, sorry
So,
for interrupting.
So,
Go ahead.
ayun. And then when I started earning money outside the Philippines, you know naman, like a decade ago, wala naman tayong masyadong cheap shops to buy stuff for baking.
Mm.
Parang ang mapupuntahan mo lang is Wilton.
Right.
And I remember that was back in Podium. Now we have Shopee, we have Lazada, and everything is cheap.
Mm.
So when I started earning money outside the Philippines, the first thing that I bought from my allowance, I think it was just my first week in abroad, in Oman,
Uh-uh.
was a Betty Crocker cake box. So I started from there. Kasi I've made some recipes. I mean, I've tried some recipes way back when I was 11 or 12, pero it was only a few. But alam mo yung first love mo, talagang hindi mo siya makakalimutan eh.
Tama.
Parang eventually magmamanifest siya.
Right.
So sabi ko, ba't ba hindi ako nag-culinary? Kasi at that time, I know naman ang school lang ng culinary was CCA.
Yeah.
Although I know my parents can afford, but my parents are very frugal spenders. So I was like thinking, baka may budget si na mama. So sabi ko, sige, ito na lang kunin ko. So I took up tourism out of the blue. Wala lang.
Mm-hmm.
Parang hindi ko naman
Hindi mo
inisip
talaga
na...
passion yun. Could you say na
parang ano lang, parang safe lang na,
Okay.
oo, parang safety net
No
ko lang siya
judgment
na,
on
sige,
that. Kasi actually ako,
yun na lang.
when I just, well, for me personally, when I graduated from college, that was the only time I actually realized for myself that I wanted to be a teacher. And I never got education. I never had an education degree before. When I decided na I wanted to be a teacher, doon na lang ako nag-masters. So yeah, I mean, sometimes it's really like that. And I guess you discovered it for yourself. And I guess it will never be wrong, to follow what your heart says, what your passion says. And
Yeah, eventually nag-manifest siya.
and
Kasi
eventually
before I was thinking of, before I was like thinking, should I go back to college? Sabi ko, parang feeling ko, I'm too old to study. But actually, when COVID happened, it paved the way for me to realize what I really wanted to do in my life. Kasi when I was thinking, like, ano gagawin ko when I go back to the Philippines? Like, wala akong maisip eh. Like, I don't have any other skills aside from my love from cooking and baking. parang, okay, I have other skills, pero parang feeling ko, I really see myself doing
In the
this.
kitchen.
Kasi yeah. Kasi the reason why I started making cakes, first it was just like a hobby. I will make cakes and then after that, I will give it away to somebody who's having a birthday. Naghahanap talaga ako na sino ba may birthday and all that.
So, hindi siya
Para lang,
business.
at first it wasn't a business because
Mm.
there are
Gusto ko
some
lang.
girls in the there were some girls in the company also who started selling cakes. And you know, the common conception na parang competition. So ayoko makipag-compete sa kanila.
Tama, tama.
So I did not pursue the baking business at first. So when one of my colleague left the company, that's the time that I started taking orders from the crew. Actually, ang customers ko lang were all my colleagues.
Okay.
Pilots, cabin crew, kasi in Oman, wala kaming masyadong option when it comes to cakes. Tapos yung cakes pa, it's different from the Filipino flavor. So I brought in the ube, yung
Sa
walang
Oman,
kamatayang
nagdala ka ng
chocolate and
ube
all
sa
that.
Oman.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Ah,
Tapos I have
interesting.
a colleague na umalis na ng company and she transferred to Etihad Airways.
Mm.
She contacted me. She asked me, Ate Sandy, are you making cakes? Kasi I need cake for a friend that will be arriving in Muscat. Sabi ko, uy, hobby lang to ha. I don't make cakes for a living. Tapos siya yung nag-push sa akin gumawa ng cakes. So from there, I started offering cakes sa mga friends muna kasi syempre pag palpak, 'di ba, they can understand. So sila muna yung mga first ano ko. Then after that, yung iba na, nag-follow na din yung iba. Mahirap siya. Kasi parang sa akin, mas excited lang ako when it comes to designing cakes. Pero yung making cakes itself, ano din siya eh, it's a lot of work. And I really have to manage my time kasi I'm flying. So, minsan tinatamad din ako. Alam mo yun? So, talagang installment yung paggawa ko. Like, gagawin ko yung cake today, then I will chill them. Then afterwards, after 2 days before delivery, that's the time I will frost and design them.
Ay,
So,
sige, go ahead.
and then I had a friend na lagi kong kausap, hi Charlene, lagi kong kausap when it comes to our plans of moving forward with our careers.
Mhm.
So, siya yung nag-suggest sa akin nung culinary school
Sino?
that I'm, Charlene,
Si
that I'm
Charlene.
currently, she's in Qatar, that
Okay.
I'm currently enrolled. So, siya yung nagbigay sa akin ng idea about this school.
Mhm.
So, ngayon, I was still in Oman. I think I have not yet submitted my resignation letter. I contacted the school already. So, I asked them if they are currently accepting enrollees, especially knowing that may COVID, di ba? May pandemya tayo.
Yeah.
So, luckily, meron sila kasi online muna eh. They will do the classes online muna. They will discuss everything, all the terminologies and all that stuff before you proceed with the laboratory.
Mhm.
So, pag uwi ng Manila, ayun, tuloy-tuloy siya.
So, nag-culinary ka na talaga, hindi na lang baking, hindi lang baking. So, you
Hindi na.
tried your hand in
Mm-mm.
culinary na talaga.
Mm-mm.
That's nice. So, it's like a new playing field now. Kasi parang ang baking talaga is parang innate sa yung baking. Pero I'm just curious, kasi alam ko for you kasi according to your story kanina that parang ang baking talaga yung parang first love mo, right? Right. So why the transition to culinary? I mean, more of the dishes and what made you decide that?
Kasi since I'm more comfortable with baking, so dapat dun ka sa medyo wala kang alam, di ba?
Kabisado ng katawan mo ang baking. Now, you are challenging yourself to come out of your comfort zone and do culinary. Now, some people or most people when they get out of their comfort zones, they're terrified. No, they're parang natatakot sila to nasuungin 'yon. So, were you terrified, or could you give us an idea how was it that na ano that what made you have the courage to actually get out of your comfort zone?
We are in a pandemic, so I think here comes the part that we have to rely on our own skills. So what if there's no company that's going to hire you? Um, when I said my goodbye to some of the people in the office, we have some Filipino employees also.
Mm.
There was one F&B manager there who discouraged me to resign. Huwag ka mag-resign, you have kids. Sabi niya, pag uwi mo, walang mag-hire sa'yo. Kasi lahat, pabagsak, lahat, the economy and all that. So, I didn't listen to that kasi sabi ko, so anong gusto mo mangyari? I would stay here until the day that the company decide to kick me out. So I will be wasting my time, wasting my money instead of me going back home and looking for, my next step. Sabi ko ganun sa kanya. So I'm very happy that I did not listen to his opinion. Kasi medyo nag-worry din ako when he was giving me advice because he knows so many people in the airline industry. So he gets some news from America, from Canada Airlines, what's happening, in Singapore, kung ano na yung mangyayari talaga with the next few months. So, ayun lang. Plus, kasi I have kids eh. Hindi ako pwedeng matenga.
Right.
So, kung siguro single ako, I could have stayed. Kaya lang, paano yung savings namin? Their bills, they don't stop.
Right.
Alam mo yun? And they're growing up. And aside from that, I also have my fears that if something happened to my family back home,
Right.
baka hindi din ako makauwi right away because um, all the flights have been canceled, has been stopped. Pero I thought hindi ako masasaktan. Pero after a few months, masakit pala. Because I was not able to properly say goodbye to the airline. Alam mo yun? Yung imagine you've been doing the same thing over and over again for the last 12 years. Alam mo na
Correct.
yung routine mo. Alam mo yun, yung gagawin mo the next day. What's gonna be your plan when you arrive in this place. I also miss, the layovers, I also get to meet so many Filipinos in different destinations. Sa Frankfurt, in Switzerland, in Bangkok. And it's also a gift being able to fly for the longest time kasi I get to know the culture of each country kasi you cannot just grasp it in one visitation. Pumunta kang Bangkok, kilala mo na sila kagad.
Right.
So it's also a gift. And that's what I will bring with me when I grow old.
Yeah. That's that, I think in our lives, sometimes we just pass through a phase, or we pass through experiences, and not necessarily that those experiences will be permanent for us, but as what you said, it's something that the memories that you've created with the people that you worked with will always be with you. The experiences, and yun nga eh. And that's why we need parang in any experience that we have, yun nga, experiences are what they are, experiences, and they're neither right or wrong. It's actually up to us if it's a good experience or a bad experience. But actually, yun nga sinabi ko, experience is an experience, and it's something that you will carry with you, for the rest of your life. So, and now, moving on to your next chapter. In the next chapter of your life, so you decided to quit your job of 12 years, as a flight attendant. And I guess that the COVID situation has also parang sealed the deal on you, 'di ba? That made so were you more could you say that you were kind of terrified by what's in store, or you're actually excited for your next chapter?
I think I'm more excited.
That's wonderful.
I don't know because
Yes.
I really have a very strong personality. Like, nung nawalan ng trabaho yung asawa ko, parang hindi talaga ako nalungkot. Tapos ako, my plan was just to go back home and do cake business sa bahay muna. So sabi ko, yun lang yung plan ko. Tapos itong friend ko, sinend niya lang sa akin yung school. Sabi ko, ay naku, baka maano na naman ako, frustrate na naman ako. So I checked the school and they have very good vision and mission about their graduates. I get to meet so many new people from different walks of life, and I'm not alone. I'm not alone na, we are upgrading our skills. Kasi ngayon, the problem with being a flight attendant is once you go back home, you cannot bring your skills in any other hospitality company. You cannot apply in a hotel and say, hey, I'm a flight attendant for the last 12 years. You should give me a supervisor position and all that. It's not like that. So I think I also needed this so bad para then I can level up with my job offers in case, I decided to apply for jobs in the future. I have a very supportive husband na who's very supportive dito sa gusto ko. Siya yung nagpo-push talaga sa akin na,
I think
okay, kaya mo yan.
Isang contribution yun, when you have a very strong support system.
Mm-mm.
I think that's pivotal. That's crucial. When we're making such decisions, decisions such as this. No, so shout out sa mga better halves ng mga yung mga partners diyan, yung magpa-partners diyan, pag merong decision making, we need to consult each other, and ask,
Yeah.
what do you think? And if your partner is passionate about it and knows that I can do this, let's trust our partner.
Yeah, my family
Yeah,
is there to support me from my dad, from my
wonderful.
siblings. Lagi ako nagsisend ng pictures sa kanila. So they're the one who's also pushing me to be
Yeah.
a better version of myself. Charot.
Award! Award ka
Award.
dyan. Award. Yan. Yan. So, Joy, good evening sa inyong lahat. Joy Perez, I believe you know her. And she says, nice to see you here, Mrs. Sandy. Proud of you. Yes.
Si Ate Joanne yan. Hi, Ate
Yes.
Joanne.
Okay, and we also have Meds Briones. Kit Kat De La Rosa is watching as well. And Jan Colalo
Colyajo.
there. Okay. And Zeb. Yes. Zeb, our friend. Yes. And Maria Cecilia de la Cruz. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. Cheche. And Med says, how to be you po, Sandy.
That's Ate Meds. Kasama namin ni Vinny, si Ate
And,
Meds.
okay, so
Hindi kami nagkakalayo ng edad ni Ate Meds.
yeah.
My classmates. Mga classmate ko yan. Hi, batch 7.
Hello. Yan
Thank you for the support, charot.
Yan ba yung mga yung mga klase mo sa culinary?
Oo, yan ang mga
Wow,
classmate ko. Mga
thank you so much
mga
for
bagets
joining
yan.
us.
18 years old yung mga yan. Ano ka?
Really? Wow. Right. Thank you so much for inviting your friends from the culinary school that you are enrolled in. And yeah, we are very honored to have you mga certified mga culinary mga chefs, kasi si Mia Manaloto, she says, hi classmate. Super pretty pa rin until now, walang kupas. Yes.
Oh my gosh, nahiya naman ako.
And yes, Janice Batohanon Yabot says, hi, Miss Sandy Ostiniano, make us all proud. Yeah, actually, one of the reasons, okay, why we invited Sandy sa ating pilot episode today is because of her recent feature in Yummy PH. Okay, so for that, I'll let Sandy tell us more about that. Please tell us more, Sandy. Ano ba yung ganap sa Yummy PH? At paano ka naman paano ka na what do you call this? How were you featured?
Actually, these shoyu adobo ramen, this is actually my entry sa school because that's one of their requirements. You have to send a video including of your selected dish sa school for you to get a scholarship grant. So, I am blessed. I was able to save a few thousands of pesos because of this dish. So, sinend ko lang siya sa Yummy PH. Okay. So, yun, sinend ko lang siya sa Yummy PH. Tapos, they notified me na na-publish nila yung recipe. So, actually that time wala akong maisip na
Can you tell us more
mailuto
about
na.
your recipe? Ano nga pala yung recipe mo at paano mo na conceptualize ang recipe na yon? Yeah, go ahead.
It's very easy. It's just like you're making your version of adobo. The only difference that I made with this dish is I add some shiitake mushroom kasi we know for a fact that the umami, we get it from the shiitake.
Right.
Tapos with some spring onions, yun lang yung nilagay kong yun lang yung nilagay kong additional. So yun. Pero after I made it and I tried it myself, lumobo yung paa ko kasi mataas siya sa sodium. Mataas siya sa sodium pero pwede mo siyang i-replace with ramen kasi sa Oman wala namang there is only one Japanese joint that sells
So was it like
authentic Japanese.
Was it accidental? Was it accidental?
Parang ganon. Trinay ko lang kasi actually dapat pupunta ako dun sa bahay ng friend ko sa bahay ng friend ko si Jan. Doon ako dapat mag-shoot nung cooking video. Kaya lang, nirarush na ako nung taga-school na, where's your entry? Where's your video? Kasi you also have to make your introduction video for the school to know your journey, di ba? Why you're getting into culinary and all that. So sabi ko, bala na, dito na lahat. Kasi kung I have to bring all the ingredients pa in her house, including my utensils, masyadong take so much time. So, mabilisan yun actually. I was making my introduction video, utal-utal pa ako, tapos I have to run to the kitchen. Tapos by afternoon, I already have an interview with the manager ng school.
Okay.
So yun. Kaya lang, with this shoyu adobo ramen, masyado siyang mataas sa sodium. So I think you can put a lot of water. Pero kaya lang ang problem ko dito, hindi mo na malalasahan yung pagka adobo, shoyu niya. Kasi shoyu is, Ate K.O., shoyu is soy sauce, right?
Yeah.
So yun. Trinay ko lang siya, sabi ko, feasible
So,
kaya
ano ba talaga
to.
yung entry mo, shoyu adobo ramen talaga?
Oo, siya
yun
talaga. Yun talaga yun.
Mm.
The recipe na sinubmit ko is, yun talaga siya.
Wow, shoyu
On the spot.
adobo ramen, guys.
Mm.
So, paano nga pala yung idea na yon came about? Parang of all the things na pwede mo namang isubmit, I show you adobo ramen. Paano mo nas-conceptualize yun?
Wala nga naman sinigang ang isip ko, di ba? I know, I have to send something very Filipino, pero with a little twist. Kasi feeling ko, scholarship grant to, so I have to make a very,
food, parang ganon?
Yeah, parang, I really have to send a sobrang pabibong dish, parang feeling ko ganon. So, nag-isip ako ng medyo fusion ng Filipino and another food trend. So, sabi ko, I personally love ramen. So sabi ko, try ko nga, baka pwede. Tapos I also went to my kitchen to see kung anong meron ako doon. Kasi I don't have time. It was the middle of lockdown. That was back in September.
Mm-hmm.
So, in Oman, naka-schedule din yung mga labas ng tao. So, hindi pwede din yung, okay, may kailangan kang bilhin, lalabas ka ng ganun. So, ang meron lang ako doon was, syempre, hindi naman tayo mawawala ng suka,
Mm.
toyo, and all that stuff. Lagi naman tayo meron ganyan sa pantry natin. Then I have Korean noodles. Yung Korean instant noodles, yun yung ginamit kong noodles nung ating
Ah,
shoyu adobo ramen. Tapos with
galing.
some soft-boiled eggs, tapos may seaweed wrapper naman tayo dyan palagi. So yun na yung mga ginamit
So
ko.
kung ano yung nakita
Very,
mo sa loob
very,
ng ref,
mm
hindi mo talaga siya, parang hindi talaga, uy, I need to buy this from the grocery or ganyan.
Hindi. Kasi parang feeling ko yung sister ko and my mom, si mama din naalala ko when nung bata kami, ganyan din siya.
You look
Hindi
so
siya
much like
basta-basta
your mom, by the
nagluluto.
way.
Oh my
That's
God!
strange.
Oh my God!
Yeah, you look
Oh my
so
God.
much like Tita. Yeah.
Oh
Tita
yeah.
Ding. Yeah.
Si Tita Ding. Oh my God, naiyak tuloy ako. Joke.
I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Si Vinny
You look
natatawa yan
so
sa akin na
much
naman si
like her.
Vinny.
Yeah. But yeah, you mentioned about that, yung ano, yung characteristic na yan na ano, you make do with what you have. Tatak Quarant Chef yan, guys.
Totoo.
Tatak Quarantine Master Chef yan. Ang tawag dyan sa ano na yan, ang tawag dyan sa style na yan, rambang style. You know, ano, it's I think it's a Bicolano word. You make
Oh,
do
I'm
with
from
what you
Bicol,
have.
di ba, Ate K.O.? You
You,
remember?
you, you
I'm
are?
also from Bicol.
I do
My
not
mom is a
know.
native from Bicol.
You
I was born in Bicol, actually,
really?
but grew up in Manila. Yeah, that's why
Ano,
I'm very old school.
really? Wow! Kita ka ng mga ingredients na wala naman usually sa adobo, pero nalagay mo doon. And you eventually ended up with Korean noodles, putting Korean noodles in it. And ano, hence the birth of Sandy Justiniano's Shoyu Adobo Ramen. Okay? Yan,
But I
so,
think this is not really new anymore. I think so many cooks have made their own version. This is just my emergency version at that time. Kasi when they called me up, sabi nila, Sandy, where's your entry? Ko-close na yung enrollment. Otherwise, you will be included in the next batch. Eh, ayoko magsayang ng oras. So, nasa Oman pa yata ako, nag-online classes na ako sa kanila.
okay.
So, talagang, I'm proud of, na wala akong gap, alam mo yun. Hindi pa ako nagre-resign, nag-online na ako. Kasi it's also important with your CV eh.
Right.
In case na you would apply in the future, kailangan wala kang gap. And if you have a gap, kailangan sabihin mo, what were you doing during that gap? Were you doing a business? Or something like that. Environment will be the kitchen now.
Wow.
Industrial kitchen, hotel kitchen. Actually, it's not really that different from the airline galley kasi what I actually do when I was still flying, I was assigned working in the first class and business class cabin of the aircraft. So mabilisan din na trabaho doon. We plate starting from the appetizer up to the dessert. So medyo OC na din ako mag-plate ng food sa eroplano pa lang ako. So yun din, naging din siya, added factor, bakit din ako nag-culinary. I really love working na very high-face setting na, tsaka very very customer service ako
Yes,
talaga.
oriented ka masyado sa customer service.
Oo.
That's actually good. You know, I think that's something that is a little bit ngayon eh. Parang that takes parang ano ba? It's taking a hard hit right now. Customer service what's this proper customer service relations in the world of e-commerce, in the world of
Mhm.
non-personal contact. For those who are getting into business, I hope the system doesn't eat us up. Group general message, hi, hello. Alam mo yun, parang wala masyadong 'di ba? Wala masyadong genuine contact, 'di ba? So I'm glad to hear that that's something innate sa'yo. Yeah. Right. So also somebody wants to say hi. Awi Tesorio says proud of you, Ate Sandy. Yan.
Hi, Awi. we actually so many of my colleagues flying, they turned into baking during the quarantine, during the COVID. So kasi nga wala nang flights, so you have to make ends meet.
Right.
So yan, Awi also is very good with making Silvanas.
Wow!
Lagi kami yung order ng Silvanas sa kanya.
Silvanas!
Yeah.
Ngayon naman dyan. Back in man.
She gave birth to the version of Silvanas Kisses.
Wow!
She
What?
gave birth to that. Usually we have the Silvanas na malaki, di ba? She made it bite size talaga. Ang sarap.
Wow!
Oo, ang sarap talaga.
Wow! Oh, nako, mamaya magpa-plugging na tayo mamaya. Oh.
Oo, magpa-plugging na tayo.
Yeah.
Oy, Awi, may bayad to.
Na-mention mo kanina that your colleagues in the airlines nung nag-hit ang COVID, that they turned to baking, they turned to cooking. I think during those times it's either you turn to baking, cooking, or be ang plantito or plantita. I think yun eh.
Yeah.
Yun yung trend nun eh. Kasi naging ganun ako eh. Alam mo yun?
Oo, nakikita ko yung post mo about your plans nga.
Diba? Nakita mo yun. Kasi actually, ayun, sabi ni Leia, Seb, sagutin ko ba? Yeah, may pasabog yata si Leia eh. Yan. So, sige lang. Sige lang. Okay lang yan. Sabihin mo lang sa amin kung ano ba yung katotohanan. Yan. So anyway, when COVID struck, kasi naapektuhan din naman kami dito sa Japan, right? And there was a time that we were discouraged to go out. Wala naman talagang lockdowns, or quarantines whatsoever. Pero during that time that was like March, okay, end of March, tapos early April to end of April. Wala naman talagang lockdown kami noon. Pero we were just being discouraged na kung hindi naman importante, huwag na kayong lumabas, okay? So during that time, parang meron ako na feel na parang I wanted to live a self-sustaining lifestyle. You know, yung tipong, I've always wanted that actually. Yung tipong lalabas ka na, kung nagugutom ka, lalabas ka sa garden mo, pipitas ka. Alam mo yon? Hindi mo na kailangan pumunta ng grocery para gawin yon. Okay? So, sabi ko, I want to have that kind of lifestyle. So, ang ginawa ko, sabi ko, okay, why don't I try? And by the way, my apartment, it doesn't have any garden or anything. Okay? I don't even have a terrace. I only have a window, okay? And yung window na yon, merong maliit na awang. So, doon ko nilalagay yung mga plants ko. So, sabi ko, since it was springtime, okay? It was the same parang time last year nung when COVID struck. Sabi ko, I'll try my hand sa planting produce. And nung naging plantita ako, I did not I focused more on produce, yung makakain ko. So what I did was I went to Tokyo Hands. Do you know Tokyo Hands?
Actually, di ba naka-base kami sa Baguio right now? If
So you're in
you
Baguio.
try to, yeah. Actually, right now I'm at Dimple's house here in Mindoro. But we're going back to Baguio after the restrictions. Once the restrictions have been lifted na.
Okay.
Kasi, if you are a foodie, you will love staying in Baguio eh. Kasi yung sayote,
Definitely.
napupulot mo lang yun sa daan. Nahuhulog lang siya. Tapos yung mga gulay, it's so cheap. Lalo na ngayon when everything is so expensive. You would like to live in a place like that na abot kamay mo lang yung mga vegetables.
That's good.
Yung broccoli, you can have it for only 60 pesos. Ang lemon, 40 pesos a kilo.
Oh my
So,
God.
yes.
Wow.
And magkano yung mga gulay sa Manila? It's so expensive already. And after going back home for good, after living in Oman for the last 10 years, medyo allergic na kami sa traffic, alam mo yun, gusto na lang namin yung simpleng buhay.
Right.
So, we actually enjoyed staying in Baguio. We wake up very, very early and then by 9:30, tulog na kami. Alam mo yun?
Yeah.
And aside from that, you would love to know na electricity nila doon is only 1,000 a month.
What?
1,000 a month. Sa bahay, ang minimum na
Awesome!
kuryente namin is 5,000 a month. Gabi lang yung aircon, imagine. Pero sa Baguio, you have natural air, so mababa yung konsumo mo, and yung water bill namin was only 300 pesos. So, alam mo yun, this is not really a plugging, pero alam mo, ang sarap mabuhay sa Baguio. Especially if you're a foodie, you will enjoy it. Kasi,
Napapaisip
yes,
talaga ako
ate.
dyan.
Especially the fresh produce is nandoon. Grabe. Here in the Philippines, I don't know, but they love to build so many malls. Alam mo yun? Now, we're supposed to be having so many parks. So, kasi, alam mo yun, yung mall talaga, di ba? Aside from, nakakaubos siya ng pera kasi bago ka umuwi, dadaan ka muna ng mall, di ba?
Right.
Bago ka umuwi. Pero mas nakaka-relax kasi nakaka-calm kapag you are in an environment na you see so many trees, you see so many flowers. And personally, I'm a very nature lover. Even in my travels, I like going to the mountains.
Yeah.
Or yung park lang, masaya na ako. Yung may makita lang ang bulaklak. Masaya na ako. So, I really love staying in Baguio. Especially, I think it's the best when it comes to raising your children.
Yeah.
Tapos, ang babait pa ng mga tao. Super babait ng mga tao. So, yun lang. Nakaka-happy lang kasi siya. Oh, yes. Pag uwi mo, you check some properties in Baguio.
I think it's a must. I think it's a must. Yeah, I totally agree with you on nature, having a wow, we actually have gone over time, but not it's okay. We really had a great time with you, Sandy. Thank you so much for giving us your time and sharing with us your story. And we'd like to let you know that we are very proud of you here in the tribe. Thank you so much for sharing your very inspiring story. And before we go, is there anything that you would like to promote or any parting words to our viewers tonight before we go? Go ahead.
For if there are some flight attendants that is watching right now, who is deliberating if they should quit and where to start, the only thing that I can say is there's life after flying. We should be thankful that it happened to us. It's a wonderful journey, but nothing stays forever. So I think this is the best time that we should think, what are the other skills that we have? This is the time for us to discover what other talents that we have. It could be the perfect time for you to find out na you're good pala with this one and then this one, diba? So just always be open to new beginnings kasi hindi naman lahat is forever, diba? And like me, I found what I really wanted to do for the rest of my life. Especially, I have kids who's growing up, so I cannot stay flying forever. Hindi na din tayo bumabata. So, I was really torn with continuing to fly. Kasi, ang kalabit nun is a big paycheck or mag-start ka na into something new. Kasi, for long-term goals, I mean. So, yun lang.
I think when you work on your dreams, when you work on what your heart dictates, I think you can never go wrong with that. That will be forever.
Yes.
I totally agree with you on that.
And please follow my Instagram,
Yes,
Sandy
guys.
and Sydney. Sydney is actually the second name of my daughter, Claire Sydney. So Sydney is Sidney. And Ate KO, I also have another new business, which is the Sunday Brew.
Okay.
It is coffee.
Oh.
A special curated coffee from the Cordillera. But we have a special.
Go ahead.
Our coffee is actually infused with, so some of our coffee packages is infused with edible flowers. We have the edible rose petals and also lavender, and we also have chamomile. So if you order a coffee box with us, we have so many packages, including with kung gusto mo ng double-walled glass and all that. So please follow both of these accounts, Sandy and Sydney and the Sunday Brew, to learn more about our products. And we are looking forward to have business with you all.
Wow!
Thank you. And thank you, Ate Ko, for guesting me. This is very new to me, you
No
know.
problem.
Alam mo nang mahiyain ta.
No problem. No problem. And we are very honored to have you have you tonight as our for our pilot episode, and we are very honored to have you in the tribe.
Parang hindi ko naman ini-expect. But guys, I just want to say that this 2021 has opened so many doors for me na hindi ko akalain, as in. So, maging ano lang kayo, open lang kayo sa mga new beginnings. Kasi usually, pag may kinukuha si Lord sa inyo, there's always, I always believe that may laging kapalit si Lord sa buhay niyo. So, never fear endings, because always endings leads to beautiful beginnings. Oh, charot!
Well said. Ang galing. Ang galing ng pa-closing ni ate. Very good. I love it.
And please follow, please watch my YouTube channel. Charot, joke lang.
May YouTube channel ka
Walang
na?
YouTube.
Go, 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 go. Thank you so much for for giving us your time and sharing us with us your story. We really appreciate you, and we wish you well in your future endeavors. And I would like to congratulate you for all of your achievements and your upcoming achievements in the future. All right, all right. So take care, Sandy.
Thank you so
No
much,
problem.
and I will see you soon.
Yes, yes. We will definitely see each other soon. Baguio, Baguio it is. All right. So thank you so much.
Okay, bye.